Welcome to In Pursuit 360. And today we are going to take a very brief time and talk about I've applied to a department, now what do I do? So let's talk about what do you do while you're waiting? What are you doing while you're waiting through the process? All right, so that's the topic for today. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back to In Pursuit 360. And here we go. So, what do you do while you're waiting to hear from your agency or your department that you've applied to? So, did you apply to only one? Did you apply to two or three? And what steps of the process are you in? So one of the biggest things I'm going to tell you is if you've only applied to one, what you need to do while you're waiting to hear is go apply to another one. You really should have, as they say, more than one egg in the basket. You need to throw your options out there. If law enforcement is what you really want to do, you have one agency that you really, really want to work for, and that's cool, that's good. But it's all about getting your foot in the door. So my last video dealt with how do you pick an agency. So you have to kind of keep that in mind too, right? Let's say you want to go for A department. The next closest one is B department, but B department tend to get a lot of complaints from the community. So maybe that's not an organization you want to be a part of. Well, maybe you need to go a little bit further and find C, D, and E departments that kind of match what you're looking for or your style, or that kind of mesh up with your character and your belief system and things like that. So you you shouldn't just be sitting around waiting, right? You need to get out there. You need to put your name out there. You need to get multiple applications in. You need to get into many processes. One, it gives you experience. What if you don't get picked for your main agency? So even if you don't get picked for one of the other agencies that you apply to, think about all the experience you're gaining, all the interview practice, the fitness preparation that you're going through, how you're improving yourself medically. All this adds up. So when you go back to apply for that primary agency that you're really interested in, you got a lot more practice. You have a lot more experience in what agencies are looking for, and things that you might be able to do that are going to help you out in getting into the primary agency that you really truly want. So my first piece of advice to you while you're waiting to hear from that primary agency is don't just wait. Go find some other agencies or departments to apply to. Really put those feelers out there. Second thing I'm going to tell you, and this is really critical, stay out of trouble. Don't, some people get in this mindset that they've applied for an agency and they're like almost near the end, and they almost feel like semi invincible, and they'll go out and do something stupid. They'll go out and drink with their buddies, like, yeah, I'm going to be a cop soon, or drinking, and you go drive and you get caught for a DUI. Well, now your chances are down the tubes. Don't do stupid crap while you're in the process. Here's another one. Be careful about politics and getting involved in some of the garbage that's going on around us, whether it be nationwide, whether it be in your local jurisdiction or city. Um, Not that as an officer you're not allowed to have an opinion. You can, but you need to be careful, because when you're working the street and you're dealing with people, you have to be impartial, right? You can't appear to be impartial. You need to be impartial. So when I went on a call, I didn't care if they were right leaning or left leaning. Our sheriff was very conservative, ran on the Republican ticket all the time. When I went on a call, I didn't care about anybody's politics. What I cared about was the law. What was the law? Did they break it? Did it meet the criteria? Do they need a break, or do they need to be arrested? Those kind of things. That's what I thought about. I didn't care about politics. I didn't care about views. I don't care what kind of flag they flew. I didn't give a crap about any of that. All I cared about was, this is the law. This is what I need to prove that they broke the law. Did they meet this? And then am I able to, what's my discretion? Am I able to give them a warning? Am I able to just issue a summons? Do I need to take them into custody? Right? Those are the things I worried about when I was on a call. So be careful about what you post on your social media. I'm not telling you don't have a right to speak your mind. You do. But agencies understand, some agencies are a little extreme with this, but agencies understand that it's important that their officers be impartial. So be careful about what you post. If you're thinking that the left or the Democrat side or the liberal side or whatever are getting super extreme, be careful about what you post about that on your social media, because what if you're in an area that has protests? Are they going to entrust you to go and protect the protesters? Because you have to. Doesn't matter what your opinion is. The protesters could be screaming you down, calling you pig and everything else, and spitting in your face, but you can't beat the crap out of them. You actually have to keep other people from beating the crap out of them. You have to protect the ones that are protesting you. So are you able to do that? Well, one way that they're going to judge whether you're really able to do that or not is, how do you voice your opinions on social media? So just be aware of what you post or what you share, and how that would appear. Imagine every time you go to post something, if you were in court, how would a judge see it? How would a jury see it? So again, I'm not telling you can't have an opinion. What I'm telling you is that no matter what, when you're doing the job, you have to be impartial. It's not an option. All right. So that's the second thing. Be aware of what you're doing. Don't make stupid mistakes that are going to put your chances at risk at getting hired with this agency. Be aware of your driving behavior. That falls under stupid mistakes, but I'm just going to bring it up anyway. If you're a speeder, if you tend to put your foot through the firewall, you need to slow down. Slow yourself down. You get a speeding ticket while you're in the process. Guess what they're going to tell you? We don't really need you. Because believe you me, everybody's looking. Every time somebody sees a police car driving out on the road or the highway, and they're going over the speed limit, they're thinking, oh, look at that. He gets the speed. He gets the speed. Why don't I get the speed? I get a ticket, but he doesn't get a ticket. He doesn't even get stopped. He just gets the speed because he's in a police car, right? You got to slow down. Now, I normally would drive in my cruiser. I would drive about 5 miles over the speed limit because I didn't want to be known as that jerkwad sitting in that right-hand lane doing the exact speed limit or 2 miles under and watching all the traffic back up behind me. I actually thought that could actually cause more accidents than anything else. So 5 miles over was fine. It was good for everybody else. They should have been happy with that because they weren't being stuck doing the speed limit. They just didn't get to do 10 or 15 miles over. And if they passed me, I pulled them over. And I told them, I'm already doing 5 miles over the speed limit. You pass me in a marked police car? You've lost your mind. Usually they got a warning, but I would make it a point to go ahead and stop them in front of God and everybody that says basically, don't be an idiot, right? So anyway, don't be stupid. Don't be speeding and get yourself in trouble. Those are the two main things. Keep hunting, keep searching, keep applying, keep getting experience in the application process. Keep your options open, and then don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything, watch your social media and don't do stupid stuff. All right? And then you should be fine. So for, do me a favor. If you like the content, I'm going to try to increase I'm going to get back on a regular schedule. Hopefully Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'll be putting stuff out, trying to readjust to some new things that are going on. But anyway, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button down below. I'll have some more stuff coming out. Go check out some of the past stuff. A lot of interview question answer theories and things like that are on there. So go check them out. And also hit that bell notification. You'll know when the next video is coming out. So that'll be coming out soon. And don't forget, thumbs up, thumbs down if you have to. But if you put a thumbs down, do me a favor. Let me know why. And I don't want to hear this crap out. Cops suck. Cops violate the law. Cops are terrible. Take your angry Karen stuff and go somewhere else. But if you think there's something wrong with the content itself, like truly, not just because it's cop stuff, go ahead and tell me what I can do to make it better for you. Somebody one time put something about volume in the sound or background noise or shaking camera or something like that when I was recording when I was driving. So yes, I am in the truck, but I'm not driving. So we'll see what happens with this one. So anyway, yeah, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down if you have to. Leave a comment if you do. Hit the bell notification. You'll know when the next video is coming out. By the way, I do coaching for interviews over at SpartanTrainingSystems.com. There'll be a link down below in the description, SpartanTrainingSystems.com, for some coaching. I do a 15-minute free consult, but I also do some coaching later on if you decide you want it or might be interested. And also NextLevelTraining.com. Discount code is InPursuit059. That's also in the description down below. Those are those laser training guns. So if you want to practice your trigger press and your control and making sure that your sights aren't moving and stuff like that, they're awesome for practice at home. All right, so that's it for today. So remember, please keep an open mind, try other application processes with other departments, and stay out of trouble. Watch what you post. All right. So in the meanwhile, I wish you a lot of luck in your pursuit of becoming a law enforcement officer, and be careful out there.